Hot temperatures across the valley today, but if you're tired of the heat, cold front arrives tomorrow. Cold front should be blowing through here right around sunrise and not as hot tomorrow. It's not like, back in the winter when it gets cold. It's, going to be mainly in the 80s tomorrow instead of the 90s. But breezy and cooler weather tomorrow. Winds may be a little gusty at times, especially near the coast. And then Thursday by far looks to be the nice day. Dry weather continues, low humidity, sunshine. Not looking for any rain with this front, but Wednesday it gets cooler and breezy. Thursday it stays cool and not so breezy. And even Friday may not be too bad until the heat starts to return in time for the weekend. Right now, though, it's a little hot out there. 102 in Rio Grande City, 93 in Edinburg, 91 in Harlingen, even 96 in McAllen, only some 80s right along the coast. And the breezes bringing up some humidity today from the south. You see dew points are mostly in the upper 60s. It varies quite a bit, but generally the muggiest of air is over Cameron and Wilsey counties. In fact, if you look at the dew points right now, you see there is quite a spread. Starr County kind of fell off the map there, but I think dew points are in about the 40s and 50s in Starr County. 70-degree dew point in Weslaco and 70s in the lower valley. Once you get that 70 number, that's when it gets really kind of sweaty out there. That's the way it feels this afternoon in the lower valley. Breeze is not too strong, about 10 to 20 mile per hour wind in the lower valley, but less wind the farther west you go. But you see how the wind is shifting to the west, from the west in Rio Grande City. That's bringing down some of that drier, hotter air from the west. So hottest in the upper valley, but not as humid there. Some high thin clouds blowing across the skies today, but way too high, way too thin for any raindrops to form. So might make for a nice sunset this evening if a few are still around. So, keep the cameras and the cell phones handy around 7:30 or so when the sun's going down. Future track shows mainly clear skies this evening. We may see some patchy low clouds late tonight as the humidity increases and the winds die off more. Cold front should be arriving sometime, again, close to sunrise. If this speeds up or slows down by an hour, that will affect how cool it is if you wake up around sunrise. It may take an extra hour or so for some of the lower valley to feel the cooler air. But once the front blows through early in the morning, sunshine comes back, breezy north and northwesterly winds. Temperatures drop with the humidity dropping too. But we're not talking about a huge drop. But when you take away a lot of the humidity and get temperatures back down into the 80s tomorrow, it will feel much more comfortable than today. Tomorrow night could be a cool night, maybe the coolest night of the week. Temperatures have a good chance to bottom out in the 50s on Thursday morning, but sunshine returns Thursday afternoon. Temperatures should be back mostly in the low 80s with a lot of sun. Friday is a day when, see as this map ends on Friday, a few clouds are coming in at times. I think Friday will still be fairly sunny, but maybe the clouds start to pick up a little bit later in the day. Now the winds again picking up tomorrow. Northerly winds by about 8 or 9 in the morning increased to about 15 to 25 miles per hour, and it could be rather breezy through the afternoon until the winds gradually die off later in the afternoon and evening. But gusty winds are possible, especially again at the coast. So future track temperatures just to show you tomorrow. Look at that. No 90s on the screen tomorrow there, mostly in the 80s tomorrow afternoon. So break out a little celebration tomorrow. First 1570 forecast. Highs back around 84 tomorrow. And a little cooler by Thursday, around 82 degrees. But look at those low temperatures. Could dip into the 50s on Thursday morning, maybe upper 50s on Friday morning. So if you love cool mornings to get out, check out those 2 mornings. And then we start to warm it up over the weekend. It gets maybe a little windy, especially by Sunday as temperatures get back to around 90 degrees or so. And it's essentially a dry forecast. There might be a shower or storm nearby by around next Tuesday. But until then, it's looking like dry weather, but at least a few cooler days are ahead.